Good morning, my diamonds and my TikToker, SheilaTruelove here with you. How many of you can identify? I'm going to the doctor today. Hold on a moment. I had to go and get my wedding ring. This is my protection, honey. You have got to walk out these doors with your protection on. With these men out here, they don't handle rejection very well. So I find this to be a safety. And anytime you see a woman with a ring on her finger, that means that she's either married or she's really not interested. And of course, you have some men who they still don't care about that. You know, what, your boyfriend don't let you have no friends? Your man don't let you, your husband don't let you have friends? No. If I was married to you, would you let me have friends? If you were married, would you want your wife to be loyal and faithful to you? Okay, that's how it goes here. How many of you can identify with this? You figured if I get involved with a man who's below average or even ugly, because I've dated 2 ugly men in my life. You think that if they're below average, then maybe they're going to treat me right? You just automatically assume this. But that's not true. As another lady here, she also has experienced it. Let me share this with you. It's so true. You think you date ugly or below average, he's going to at least have a good personality. He's going to be grateful that somebody is even willing to give him the time of day. I'm going to tell you what I found out after I share this clip with you.
I've dated so ugly, only a mother could love that face. One thing about me, 2 things for certain. I don't discriminate, especially when it comes to looks, but I've dug the bottom of the barrel before. He was so ugly that my mother and my mom, she doesn't talk bad about people, she was like, he looks like a moose. I said to myself, you know what, I'm tired of getting played. You know, the guys I date is, good looking or whatever. Let me try to date the bottom of the barrel. I'm talking about ugly. This man ran me down all the way to my heels. You hear me? Buying me everything I wanted, courting me. He was just so sweet. So I finally decided to give him a chance. And I didn't fall in love with his looks because obviously he was like a piece of doodle in my butt crack. But I fell in love with how he treated me. And he still played me. Whole time, old dude had a girlfriend. Do you get what I'm saying? So this is the reason why I say what I say. Guys will make you feel like you are the only one. You are the apple of their eye. They don't see nobody else. They Stevie Wonder to the bullshit. And the whole time, they got somebody. So, like I said, never take your foot off these men's neck. Point blank, period. I've dated so ugly.
Only I had to fix that because my light was falling. Yeah, I've been there. But what I found out is when you're dealing with these ugly dudes or below average dudes, they have prostitutes or sex workers in their phone and on speed dial. That's what I found out. I don't know what's going on with this light. But anyway, I will never again date or be around because I still date, okay? But I deal with men as activity buddies only. That's all I'm really interested in. I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, that's what I'm interested in. But I will never deal with a below average or ugly looking dude if I was ever interested in marriage. They have a phone filled with nothing but streetwalkers, or prostitutes. These women are crackheads, crystal meth, heroin addicts, smoking dope every day, full-blown alcoholics. And these women don't care about their health. I remember one of the dudes I was with, he gave me trichomonas. Thank God it wasn't something I couldn't get rid of. This was an ugly dude. Ugly. Should be grateful that I even looked your way. So when it comes to dealing with these ugly clowns, because you think maybe he's going to treat me right, I know a lot of women have done this and have tried it. Honey, that don't work. I'd rather have a good-looking man who's going to put me through this crap. He's going to put me through the same thing. But at least these ugly dudes, these good-looking men, they usually deal with a lot of married women or women who's in a relationship, because if you're married, you don't want to try to bring your husband nothing, so she's going to be extra careful not to. And they deal with at least clean, decent, quality women. But these ugmos, these below average dudes, child, please. They deal with the walking STDs. Let me read some of the comments. Only a mother could love, but he had a girl. And yeah, I had another one that I was with him for 3 years. Yeah, let's just say his name was Cruz. Let's use that name. I was with him for 3 years. This is when I was younger and very inexperienced. He had a whole girlfriend. It wasn't his wife, but she had 3 of his children. I was like, what? I never knew. Because he didn't live with her. They lived separately. And he was with me a lot of the times. We worked together. Separate buildings, though. But we worked together. He had 3 kids and a woman. Anyway, child, ugly men make you feel like you're the ugly one. They got the nerve. Don't they got the nerve? Child, please. He had to pick me up from my house, and my dad went out to talk to him. My dad came back in and said, I don't like how he looks. That made you scream when she said that part. It says here, another person says, listen, they're all going to do you dirty, so you might as well have a good-looking face. And then the thing about it also is when you're dealing with a below-average-looking dude, his personality is ugly, and he's ugly, and that makes you develop hatred. It's past resentment. You develop a hatred because you got the nerve to be ugly on the outside and on the inside? Are you serious? Some people got a lot of audacity. Okay, let me see. One woman says, I'm too superficial. You have to look good to me. Another person says, I cannot look like a weapon formed against me. I can't do it. He looks like a weapon formed against me. Another girl says, girl, I thought I was the only one. LMAO, laughing my, ass off. Never again, she says. Me either, honey. Because I would rather have a good-looking man who just excites me when I look at him. Instead of looking at this ugly-looking moose-looking dude, walking around always looking mean and hateful. No thanks, no. Another girl says, I've dated a guy who was so homely, when we were in public, people would literally do a double take when they looked at him. They had to do a double take. Damn, that's an ugly ninja. Been there. He ended up having a woman too. But no one has ever loved me the way that he did, but he was nothing but a cutthroat and a cheater. Oh, no backpedaling, babe. Somebody said no backpedaling. Okay. Okay, somebody said, this is funny. She says, I discriminate when it comes to looks. I refuse to wake up next to Beetlejuice for the rest of my life. But yeah, there you have it, ladies. Just because he's ugly or below average, that don't mean he's going to treat you any better. In fact, it's going to set you up for catching STDs quicker than a good-looking dude would. So stay away from the uglies, the Beetlejuices. Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle.